Okay, this prompt comes to us from Righteous Bruin, who says, write one about your favorite apparition, not one who scares you, but one who actually comforts you. I like to imagine you're there. I don't know if you are. I suppose there's no way to truly know, only believe or not believe. If you're there and you're who they say you are, you made me this rational, so I suppose you know I'm having trouble with that whole blind belief thing. But I like to imagine you're there and that you are who they say you are. I like to imagine that you're watching, loving, supporting, guiding, directing, listening, interested. I like to imagine that someday when all this is over, there'll be something more of this life, only better, life more abundant, right? My version of you is a little bit salty, like old Southern hicks with potty mouths and tobacco teeth, gentle and loving toward all those weaker than you, but ready to fight to the death in a minute just to save someone sorry behind when they've gotten themselves in a scrape again. My version of you speaks like regular folk, laughs with me over the crazy rules people put on you, cries with me over the injustice in the world. My version of you is just that. My version. I don't know how you see yourself, if you're really there. But I like to imagine you are there and that you're a good dad. I like to imagine that you're specially fond of each and every one of your creations, that you love us even when we fuck up bad. I like to imagine that you know everything and you're letting things happen for a reason that feels better than the idea that you're not there and we're on our own with all our warts and scars. I like to imagine you're there and you don't mind if I do. Do you? My version of you doesn't mind if I imagine it. My version of you kind of likes being imagined there, a protector superhero, a perfect being. Sure, my imaginary you is on a pedestal, but you kinda like pedestals. My version of you tells bedtime stories to ward off nightmares and give back rubs and hugs when the stress has knotted up my muscles. My version of you sings country music and laughs at bawdy jokes, delighting in the wit it takes to create them. My version of you is just like me, only better, more, bigger. I like to imagine you're there. It's a comforting thought, and I like to play with it in my mind. And if I imagine hard enough, I might end up believing in you. Wouldn't that be something?